We are just getting things warmed up. Racers are throwing on their streams. Yeah, so we're just waiting for things to get started. Welcome, everybody. We are going to be hosting szechuansteve, Brickman, DaviEu, and Yagami for this race. szechuansteve being our resident Kaizo king in the top left. Is Yagami his thing? No, we don't want your ads. No, this doesn't seem like... No, this is not him. What is Yagami's Twitch? Is it Mega Yagami? Damn it. Yagami _7. Boom. Alrighty. Gonna get his box all set up. Oops, I think I just reset it. That's my bad. Don't give me a commercial. Alright, we're good. So we're gonna do a little bit like that. We're gonna do a little bit like this. Looks like he has a little bit of a border around his game. And I believe, yeah. Alright. And that is our last racer. All set up and ready to go. We will be using DaviEu's audio for this. Let me actually update Yagami's name so we know where to find him. There we go. Hi. Alright, everybody, welcome to the Friday night Kaizo race. This is April 13th, 2018. We got 4 top Megaman Maker streamers here. szechuansteve, our resident Kaizo king from last week. We got Brickman, we have DaviEu, and we have Yagami joining us today. There are other players racing this, but we are showing you the 4 who have told us they're going to be around, and also the 4 that are most likely to actually place in this race. So what you should be witnessing here today is definitely some top playing. The other 2 people you might want to take a look out for is ShallotMussels and Akos. Akos kind of didn't... he's usually on top of things. He didn't let us know he's going to be around. And Savvy didn't pipe in either. So these are the 4 we're going to use today. If people are interested in having a smaller screen setup, I might be able to arrange this for next week so that we can get it really jam-packed in. But we'd lose the cleanliness of this layout, and the screens might get a little, you know, small to watch. So hopefully you guys are okay with just having these 4 today. I have seen this level. I was part of the playtesting crew looking at this, so I know what everyone is in for, and hopefully that'll help me give you guys a good idea of what's coming up. Anyone who's listening in chat, is this, how's your audio? Audio is good? Can you guys hear the background music okay? We're just waiting for the level code at this point. Oh, I'm so... My bad. I'm gotta be quicker on that mute button. Steve is ready to go. Davey's ready to go. Yagami is ready to go. Everyone is standing by. I should put a little crown too on the screen, or for the edit. There's a crown on the screen. Look up above Szechuan's name. He's got the little crown. I thought of it. I got you covered. I even have a little music note showing where the audio is coming from. He is in the cursed top left position. That's where we're going to put the Kaizo King for these future races. If anyone doesn't know, the top left position is generally seen as not having the best luck. Everyone's hype in Discord. There's the level code. 210956. Let's go. Once again, my name is Gumjaw, and this is the Friday night Kaizo race. We have ShallotMussels, our reigning Kaizo King from last week, Brickman, DaviEu, and Yagami. And they are off to the races right now, starting at about 7 on the dot to the Invincible Kaizo race. So, if you're looking on the screens, they're very much confronted with a lot of red lasers right off the bat. This is a base, weaponless, kind of dash speed run. Double jumps, dashing, and going fast is going to be the key to every screen here. They do not have a lot of time to think. It's going to be a lot of them trying to make sure all their movements are very precise. Specifically, getting those pixel-perfect dash jumps without wasting too much time. You don't have the opportunity to hang in the air. You don't have the opportunity to turn around. You don't have a lot of time to do anything. So, on this first screen, everyone is starting to make their way through. One thing you'll notice, there are those magnets in the middle of the screen. So that jump to the left is actually a little harder than it looks like because they're getting pulled inward. Davey's the first one to make it through to the checkpoint. He's into a vertical climb section now. We'll talk about that really briefly. So this is just a series of more tight jumps where he's got to get to all those, I guess, the next dash points before the laser starts. Brickman, second person to make it to that checkpoint. Moving through. We have Yagami and szechuansteve still working on that first section. Now, in order to make sure the lasers time out properly, we have the little checkpoint room at the start that launches the players into the ascent. So they have, so these lasers are very tight, and they gotta go, go, go as soon as they pop out of that portal. So one thing you might notice a lot of people doing, especially on that sand block, is a lot of their jumps are getting eaten because they're trying to make these very tight turnarounds and dashing the other direction to get that momentum, which they need to complete the jump. But if you let yourself go just a little bit too far off the block, you're now airborne, and that jump comes out as your double jump, and you're basically dead at that point. So szechuansteve and Yagami still working on the first one. There we go. szechuansteve making it to the first checkpoint. He is now at the ascent. Meanwhile, we got Brickman and Davey still working on getting over that flapjack. Looks like Brickman is a little bit in the lead now, consistently getting to that flapjack. But we are still, as you can see, only about a quarter of the way through the level at this point. So it is still anyone's game. This last laser, if you look on Brickman's screen, or I guess Davey's screen in a moment, the last laser that is blocking that portal is on an extremely tight timer, like you can see there. You don't have time to jump high. You need a nice long jump, and you can barely make it in if you use a double jump, but it's very, very tight. So you've got to almost dash all the way down that conveyor belt in order to get a nice, long, fast jump to beat that laser. Yagami's still struggling on the first screen. Meanwhile, szechuansteve is making his way through the quicksand area, getting himself up all the way to the top. So these, Steve, Brickman, and Davey are now essentially tied. And it'll be who can beat that very ridiculously timed laser to get to our second checkpoint. Alright, Yagami making it to the checkpoint. All 4 racers are now at the vertical ascent section. Looks like, oh, Davey had a very close run right there. Oh, Brickman making it through while I was talking about something else. Getting in, he is now in the 3rd section. This is another section where you're rocketed into the level from a portal, and you don't have any ground to see what's going on. What he wants to do here is ride that rocket up to grab that key and then catch the falling block on the way back down. That is a required key. It's not there's no secrets in this level. So what you see him doing right now is exactly what he needs to do. He wants to swerve around, catch the UFO, and then hop over to the right. And that is the end of that section. It looks like Davey has made his way there as well. Yagami and Steve, not far behind. The hardest section about this level that Davey and Brickman are on, or this section, is definitely making sure you can catch that falling green block and then catching the UFO on the second half. These are both 2 sections where if you wait even a fraction too long, you're not going to be able to get either the height or the have enough space above the red laser to continue. So keep looking at both these racers when they're trying to catch that UFO, and I guarantee you'll see a couple times where they land it, but the UFO drops just a little millimeter, and they dash right into that laser instead of jumping to freedom. So that's where we are. Alright, Davey going for the hook around. Gets the hook around, waits a little too long, and it starts falling. He panics and jumps into that block. If anyone in chat can let me know, can you hear the background audio just fine? Can you hear our in-game music and our effects just okay? Now's a good time while everyone is working on this. Excuse the cough there. Alright, Steve and Yagami still working on that section. Davey making... So Davey just made the long jump there off the UFO, didn't catch the secondary jump, and fell right into the red lasers at that point. So he knows exactly what he needs to do. Maybe starting to get a feel of it. There he goes, and he is across, catching our 3rd checkpoint. Davey's now nicely in the lead. Moving into our 4th room. So take a look at this 4th room here. You start on solid ground, but there's a laser that is immediately chasing after you. You have to move very fast, and in order to hook around and grab that key, you need to drop almost as soon as there's a window to drop. And you got to be very careful. If you turn around too fast, you are going to get hit by that red laser. So let's see there. Davey making it across. Got to grab up, get that key, open the door, And you can see how tight that timer is. You got to make it there before that laser goes, because base has no slide. He is not getting under that red laser. And it looks like Davey was just trying to cheese it a bit there by opening the door with one key. You need that second key to progress, so he's going to need to do the work to do both. Brickman making it also to the third checkpoint. Let's see how he's doing on this section. And as you can see on Davey's screen there, that is not the end of that segment. There is more once you complete that first little initial trick. Davey coming on through, resetting the laser. There you go. That's a bit of cheese that I don't think any of us caught. Moving on to the second section. This next section is a bit more platforming with red lasers, a lot of little one-tile gaps, and just making your way around properly. Fundamental Kaizo movement strategies at that point. So I think at this point, if no one else catches on to that little bit of cheese in that room, Davey's going to have a distinct advantage in the retries, because he can get this get past this first stage a little bit more consistently than maybe the other competitors. Looks like, oh, Davey's doing it again to reset those pardon me, reset those red lasers by himself a little bit more time. And with that, he makes that last section a lot easier to do. Moving on to the fourth checkpoint, Davey taking a commanding lead, finding the little bit of the reset portal there. This whole section now is a descent. Much like we went up, now it is time for us to go down. This is not as tight as some of the other sections are, and hopefully Davey finds that out sooner than later. He has a little bit of time to breathe. Doesn't need to cut things necessarily as close. Brickman finally making his way through that door. He did not reset the timer, so he's going to have a much harder time getting through those lasers. It is still a very tight timer in that third room. Meanwhile, Yagami and szechuansteve are still struggling with the first vertical ascent. DaviEu going out through, make you down into a little bit of a hop section. Just got to jump over those spikes, but there is another laser timer you need to outrun. Gonna cough one more time, pardon me. And then you guys said louder, please, the background music. Check, check. How is that for background music? Does that sound good for you guys? Alright, Davey making it over those three spikes and then falling into a red pit due to the magnet there. Let's see if he can get back there again so you guys can see what's going on. The little bit of a dash jump went too far. You don't need to dash jump over those. You can just kind of casually hop over them. You have a pretty generous window on that first laser. Brickman has also made it now into that next checkpoint. Moving on the descent, Brickman and Davey very keeping pace with each other, very much so. Gotta just swing around that corner. That swing around onto that spring feels very nice. It's a very, very flowy move despite it looking very dangerous. Alright, Brickman hopping over those two spikes, taking one to the face and dying. DaviEu's turn. Going to the same spikes, right into the face, dead. Back to Brickman, dead. This is a tight race between these two. They seem to be having trouble with the exact same situations. Meanwhile, szechuansteve and Yagami still fighting to get past that first checkpoint section. That initial laser right at the very top is extra, extra tight. Alright, Brickman making it through. Just barely not beating the magnet pull. It is pulling them back, so even though it looks like they might be able to do it with their base dash jump, they do have a little bit of resistance on them that doesn't give them as much momentum as they think they have. How's the music now, guys? Can you hear it? Alright, looks like Brickman is making his way down. He gets over the little, it's good now? Brickman made his way to the bottom of the descent, and it looks like he just needs to get back there to cross under that ring platform. Now, under that ring platform, he needs to swing immediately to the right, or else he's going to die. You can't quite see it when you're on the ring platform, so let's see if he caught any wind of it last time, or if he's going to get caught by it now. So here he goes, dropping onto that ring platform. He needs to swing to the right. There he goes, and he's through, and there's more. This is not a checkpoint. There's actually more he needs to do at this point. He's got to hop over top of that section, and then there's a long dash jump through some water. Hopefully the audio is all good now for you guys. If you need more, just say you need more and I can give you more. The audio is mine to command. Alright, looks like Brickman has got a bit of a plan getting through that descent section. He's kind of gained his confidence in those lasers, knows he doesn't need to be as reckless as maybe in some of the other sections. Getting to that ringman platform, dropping down. Back through the door. Let's see if he can make this section. It requires a lot of almost instant turnaround dash jumps in order to beat those lasers. Alright, DaviEu's getting through the door. I don't know if this is his first time getting through. I think it was. He stopped going, hey, where's my checkpoint? Meanwhile, szechuansteve and Yagami still working on the ascent, making their way. No doubt being bogged down by that last timer. Everyone easily clearing the ascent other than that absolute last laser. Brickman heading through the door one more time. Going for some very quick jumps. Didn't get the dash jump and had to slow roll it. Fell right into the spikes. Looks like Brickman and DaviEu are now consistently getting back to that second room. They're going to be getting to that door almost neck and neck. Nope, DaviEu dying there. Or sorry, Brickman dying there. DaviEu dropping down onto the ring platform. Hooking down around. And heading back into it again. The unfortunate part about that, the boss gate moving into that room, is you want to move instantly to get as much time as possible on those red lasers. But if you dash too soon, you either lose your dash because you don't have control yet, or you're not ready for the dash and you just fly off the edge, missing that jump input and instead getting a double jump, not getting a speed, falling to your death. DaviEu being the first one to make it into the water. As you can see, that laser chases you as you go, and you need to get that one last double jump into that portal in order to make it home free. So let's see if DaviEu can get back there. He now has the most information of anyone currently running in this race, at least as far as I can see. We do have a couple other streamers that are playing, not part of this commentary run right now. We wish them all the best. I will let you know if any of them finish before our streamers here. I am keeping an eye on things in the Discord. DaviEu bonking his head, going for that portal to get out of the level and take a solid lead. It's a very, you got the water mechanics there, so it plays with your mind when you're looking at that section. You want to make sure you beat the red laser, but you also think you're going to go a little more forward than it actually takes you. So it is another very tight section. DaviEu getting back there with ease. That trajectory looked fine, but the laser just caught up to him. I'm going to cough one more time, guys. Please apologize. Alright, hopefully that mute worked. Alright, Brickman still trying to get back down. Looks like he's been having a little less success getting back. At least as far as getting over this area. Okay, here he goes through. Brickman getting to the water for the first time, jumping up, bonking his head, not making it. I think that was Brickman's first or second time getting to the water area. So hopefully he knows what to do, feeling out where he needs to do that double jump. And now it's only a matter of getting the timing just right so that laser doesn't catch you on the way back up. Alright, here's Brickman going for another attempt. And, oh, that one looked good. That one looked very good. Not quite, just getting his toe clipped by that red laser. And the red laser does not discriminate on body parts. It hits you anywhere, you are dead. Meanwhile, looks like szechuansteve has finally made it onto the second screen. Now he's dealing with exploring that second area. Looks like he might skip the key for now, try to see where he needs it. Brickman making it through the water section. He is now heading over into our finale. So for this finale section, you got Top Man there, and you need to hit all of these platforms going through to open up the path for Top Man to, you know the deal. He's going to spin himself to his death, and you need to be there and survive past that. So there's a bunch of tight lasers here. Davey making it through into the boss room. We are neck and neck here between Davey and Brickman. You pretty much don't have any chance to miss these doors. If you miss a door, you can go back, but you won't be able to beat the other lasers further down the line. Again, this is kind of rehashing the same mechanics we've been using for the rest of the level. We got very tight dash jumps, controlling your double jumps, and making sure you can bonk those doors as carefully as possible. Davey missing that second door, or sorry, Brickman missing that second door. They're both respawned at almost the same time. Here we go. 1, 2, Brickman. 3, 4, Brickman. 5. Oh, and he gets sniped by Top Man right at the bottom there. That's probably the most progress we have had so far. Here we go. Another 1, 2 from Brickman. Misses that door, falls down into the laser, dies. Davey's going at it now. 1 and falls down and dies. Meanwhile, Szechuansteve working on that second room. Yagami still working on the vertical ascent. I'm going to cough. Please stand by. Alright, we're back. Davey, 1, 2, misses the door, gets crushed. Brickman, 1, 2, heading over. 3, 4, 5, gets sniped by Top Man, falls down. Now, if you're going at a fast enough speed to beat the lasers, Top Man will miss you every time. You don't need to worry about that. Brickman, 1, 2, misses the flapjack and falls down. Looks like we got both of them reloading at the exact same time. This could be a tie if they succeed both right now. Davey missing a door. Brickman, 4, 5. Can he get there to safety? Oh, and he gets caught by the final laser there at the end. All you need to do is jump across that section and not ram your face into the spikes. That is the end right there. Brickman, just a fraction of a jump away from victory. It is still anybody's game now, but Brickman has the most information. Davey's still getting caught up on the edges of those doors. And Brickman smacked out of the air once again by Top Man. Where is Davey? Alright. I don't know where Davey went. I think maybe he went up top. But that ain't gonna do anything. I think he jumped through the hole. I wasn't watching. We'll need to look at that on the replay. But I think he jumped up past the laser before it spawned and then realized he couldn't go anywhere because he doesn't have a weapon. Alright, Brickman, 1, 2, 3, misses it, resets. Davey, 1, 2, 3, misses it. Grabs the fifth one. Brickman, 1, 2, 3, dies. 1, 2, no. This is so close. I can feel the tension in both these players. 4. Getting sniped by Top Man again on Brickman's screen. Davey making it down. Oh, and he falls down into the pit, bonks his head. Both players have made it right to the end at this point. Just jumping just a little too sooner in the wrong direction, but now they have full information. At this point, it is just a matter of who can clutch it out. Brickman going forward here. 4, getting sniped again by by Top Man. Davey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he didn't get the door. Can he make it down in time? No. Oh, and Brickman makes it through. Landing in the only safe spot there in the level. Brickman is our first victor of today. Looky here what I got here. I got a nice fancy little gold medal for Brickman. Bam. Congratulations, Brickman, on, as far as I can see, being our newest Kaizo King. Davey making it up, hitting the door, not getting it down in time. He still has time to grab second place. Davey hitting 3, 4, nope, missing it. Trying to just jump around, go for the cheese. Top man's not going to come all the way over if you don't give him all those ladders. And Davey again missing that door just by a little bit. You got to be pretty precise with that last jump. Davey going for it again. 1, 2, misses the door. That's going to end his run right there. Yagami still working on the vertical ascent. ShallotMussels still working on the second room. Yeah. Davey's trying to clench us up before we have any of our unknown racers. Finishing it off. There we go. 4, 5 doesn't quite make it. Gonna cough. Hold on. There we go. If you guys are watching at home, give a nice shout out to Brickman. Go over to his channel, give him a follow. He is a very, very good Kaizo player. Shout outs to Brickman. Congratulations. We are still checking out to see who's going to get second place. Davey, as far as I know, has a considerable advantage right now. Our resident Kaizo King, szechuansteve, is still working on the second room. Yagami's still working on that vertical ascent. Davey going through, hits it. Can he get to the safe spot? No, and he bonks his head once and gets confused. Dies by those last lasers. So close. Here we go. If anyone knows any of the other racers, give me Savvy. Is Savvy racing? Is Savvy or Akos racing? I can put them on in Brickman's spot right now if you guys want. Davey's still trying to make it through. We're gonna do some mid-run editing here. All right. Bam. Got our gold medal here for Brickman. Right there up at the top. Let me. Might as well get our silver and bronze in place. Doesn't look like we've had anyone else finish yet. Davey going for it now. 3, 4. Keeps missing that fourth one. That seems to be his Achilles heel in this round. Getting the fourth one, falling down, not making it through. We're gonna switch up now. See if we can throw up another streamer. Let's see if Akos is going. Skip this ad. Akos is offline. Savvy. Davey's still trying so hard to get through this. Alright, we got Savvy on our screen here. Stand by while we fix him up. Davey, 1, 2, still not able to get through there. Alright, we got Savvy on screen in our top right. And we are still waiting for a second place. Brickman's lead going farther and farther away as Davey fails to be able to hit this last door. He's been at the ending about 2 or 3 times right now and just couldn't clinch it out. Here we go. 1, 2, this is it. 3, 4, 5, 6. No! Oh, he got blocked there by Top Man on the way down, falling down. Top Man's like, hey, peace, B. And just denied him right there. So unfortunate. Looks like Savvy's taking a breather. Alright, Davey going up again, not quite getting the that last door. That seems to be his biggest trouble here. So let's take a look at our other streamers here. szechuansteve making the jump, making it through. Oh, he didn't get the key. He didn't get the key. Okay, it looks like he's practicing that last jump. Maybe that's what it was. I think he was trying to practice. Davey making it through, solidifying himself in second place. It looks like I haven't seen anyone else say they're done. Congratulations, Davey, taking a nice big silver medal home. Congratulations to second place, Davey. Meanwhile, we have Yagami still working on the ascent. We have szechuansteve working on room number 2. And we're just going to wait to see who our third place runner is before we seal off this race. Boom. What other runner do we have? Who else is running live that we can throw into Davey's spot right now? szechuansteve, Brickman, Retrogust. Let's load up Retrogust here in the third spot. Retrogust. There he goes. We don't have any other sound. Brickman's done already. Whose sound are we going to use? Let's use Yagami's sound. Sounds like he's using other music. Maybe? I don't know. Sounds a little loud. Let us know if that music is too loud. Retrogust is going here. We're going to quickly switch up the names so you guys know who is who. Retrogust is on tap. This is a fight for third place. As far as we know, these are the other streamers that are running. Savvy's taking a nap, it seems. And what am I trying to do? I'm trying to fix Retrogust's display screen here. Let's see what we got here. We want to see everything he has to offer. Alright, there we go. Retrogust is also on the climb now, and looks like Savvy is back on track. I'm gonna cough. Please stand by. Alright, here we are, back in the race. As I mentioned before, my name is Gumjaw. This is the Friday night Kaizo race. We have already had our top 2 finishers. Brickman taking first place, Davey taking second place. We are waiting just to see who is going to be our third place finisher. We have szechuansteve working on the third room past the second checkpoint. We have Savvy, Yagami, and Retrogust all still working on that initial vertical climb section. So szechuansteve is still set to take third place if he could get past this area. It looks like and he just double jumped a little bit too high. Everyone else seems to be having trouble with the very tight timed laser on that first ascent. It is a brutally tight timer if you can't get those dash jumps off fast enough. I'm gonna, guys, let you wash for a second while I take a drink to refresh my breath and my throat. We got Brickman and Davey in chat. Welcome, guys. Good job on the races. Thank you for coming out. I got some Davey emotes here I can spam. Maybe. Where are my Davey emotes at? There we go. Alright, so we're back here. We've got szechuansteve. It looks like he's got a grasp of what he needs to do. Did he make it? There he goes. szechuansteve finally making it to the third checkpoint and immediately getting blasted by that laser behind him. So this is a 2-screen section like we saw before. He's got to do some very tight jumping to get those 2 keys. Let's see if he realizes the cheese like Davey did. So Davey was the only person to discover the cheese in this room, where you can get the first key head past the door, and then come back. So it looks like you guys are getting a little bit of that side window cut off. Let me shrink this for you guys so you can see. So there's a little key door you see on the side there. There we go. Alright, so he's got to get that key, come back over, and if he's going to do the cheese strat, he can just open that key door, go through, reset the laser, and come back and get the next key. SzechuanSteve jumping on top, seeing if there's any cheese up there. There's actually a big room that says no, if you can somehow get the screen to scroll up that way. Courtesy of our level creator, QC ShallotMussels. I guess, yeah, you know what? That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to give a shout out to QC, the creator of this level. Let me let me put that on screen somewhere. I feel terrible for not having that. Stand by, everybody. We're gonna get some shout out to the stage creator here. Level, let's see, level ID 210956. And we're gonna throw up another one of those names. Creator QC, or I guess we'll use, yeah, that's his thing. QC underscore ShallotMussels. Make sure he's got the Twitch thing. Bam! Look at that. All right. There. Now everyone is represented. Everyone's still working on their respective sections. Don't mind me, just changing things over on this end. Alright, back on screen. Looks like SzechuanSteve has made his way through that first screen onto the second screen. Not quite making around that edge there. Everyone else still on the ascent. Steve looks like he got himself a plan going up through there. Hasn't discovered the cheese, trying to get through. Gets there just fine. Anyway, going the way without resetting the lasers. Catching that sand, making it around. Up onto the flapjack, catches the dash jump, and he's in. Moving on to the next checkpoint. Now he's onto the descent. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I played this level for the first time in playtesting, the way he has it set up is that checkpoint is not in the main screen. So after you finish that other room, you think you're done. You think you're dropping in front of the boss door, and then he sends you here. What kind of double cross is that? Playing with our emotions. Anyway, SzechuanSteve has himself set up to be our number 3 competitor still. Everyone else still having so much trouble with that tight ascension. Pardon me for the coughs again. Here we go, SzechuanSteve falling down the drop, trying to figure out how that spring works. That spring is actually... This whole descent is actually pretty straightforward, and I think the least tight section of the entire level. You just have to trust in the level and just go. Just follow it. Dude, if you move at a normal pace, you will be able to make it through this section. There's nothing very difficult about here. As long as you don't have... as long as you don't chicken out of anything. Savvy going up to the climb, catching that ice block, or catching the sand block, getting laser to the face. Back to Retro Gust, same sand block, makes it to the flapjack, makes it up past the laser. Oh! Doesn't quite beat the laser there. Going over to szechuansteve. He's dead. Savvy's dead. Everyone's just respawning. Let's see. We'll take a look at Yagami. Yagami's going up. Bonks his head. He's dead. szechuansteve making it around the laser, falling into a spike and dying. That is not going to help you finish the race. Might give you some more information, though. There we go. szechuansteve making it through that red laser. I think he thought he was dead. That's the first time he made it there. So now that he knows he has a little bit more time to dilly-dally, hopefully he'll his nerves will calm down and he'll be able to get this section a little more consistently. We just had Retrogust there with a big jump towards the finish, not quite getting it in. szechuansteve making it around the lasers again, going down past the spikes. Can he make this giant jump? He can. He's falling down into this little sand section. Doesn't, fails it twice, and he is dead into those spikes. That laser too is also pretty forgiving. As you saw, he bonked his head once and still probably could have made it. szechuansteve going down again. Hopefully he doesn't bonk his head. No, bonks his head again. Got back up there, but got clipped by the laser. So maybe it's not possible to be that sloppy and still win. If you got to win this race, you got to do it properly. No head bonks allowed. Yagami, Savvy, and Retrogust still working on the ascension. Everyone liberally applying their face to spikes and lasers and all manner of destructive devices. Like we mentioned before, and you can see on screen, Brickman is our Kaizo King this week. Having a very, very close race with Davey. If you're just joining now and you didn't see the first bit, I recommend either now or afterwards going back, watching the VOD of this, and it is an extremely close race for that first section. Has anyone else finished yet? Doesn't look like it. No one else has finished yet. And I believe we have all other racers on screen now. So there's no one else racing this level as far as I'm aware. Akos did not show up today. Hopefully he's okay. These are the final four. szechuansteve with a very commanding lead over the other three racers. He's got a whole screen between him and them. szechuansteve getting up over those spikes, trying to make another. Oh, gets caught by that laser for the first time. Retrogust almost making it into the portal, getting sniped at the last second. Yagami going up now, trying to make it through. Here we go. Catches that corner really fast, but too much airtime is what seems to be the killer of many people. Yagami going for a reset there. szechuansteve going around the corner, face first into the spikes. Here comes Savvy, whiffing a jump. Yagami also whiffing the jump. Retrogust making... Oh, no. Not getting through fast enough. Alright, we seem to be at a bit of a an impasse here. Oh, Retrogust looked like he had a good setup there and then whiffed the dash jump. That's very unfortunate. Steve hooking around, making it over the spikes, dropping down. There we go. Beats the laser, drops down. Can he get over this sand pit? Bonks his head again. Dash jumping out of that sand is tricky because you don't really know when you're gonna fall out. It's not as easy to see where you are because you are in that sand. Steve taking himself back there again, making it around, going for the drop. Now he's got to swing right. It's a very blind jump, and I'm sure he's got a few choice words to say after that fall there. But now he has full information about how to get down that section, and I'm sure he's going to have a few more choice words when he realizes that beyond that door is not a checkpoint, but in fact a whole other section that he still needs to do. Alright, szechuansteve making it over again, heading down. Now he knows to swing to the right, makes on through the door. Is he going to look for a checkpoint? He's definitely looking for that checkpoint. Realizes, oh my god, it's not done yet, I need to go. Gets blasted by that laser. But progress is progress. Steve is slowly inching his way towards third place. Looks like he's taking a moment to breathe and think about things. Possibly pull out his QC voodoo doll and stab it a couple times. That's okay. We are respectful of all faiths here. Meanwhile, our other three runners are still working on this ascent. Davey asking if he is able to give hints. I don't know what kind of hints he can give here for making things go faster. Cutting corners close and not having airtime is probably the most hint you can give. But who knows? Sometimes that's all that people need. If you guys are looking for my vote, I would say, yeah, feel free to give hints to the three that are all stuck on the ascension. I would say, you know, obviously, Savvy's in the lead. He doesn't need hints. He's figuring things out. Making it through, going over the spikes one more time. Coming around and down. Let's see him get through this sand section again. Doesn't quite get it. Oh, and it looks like Retrogust making it up the climb. Taking a solid stance into fourth place and now realizing, okay, time to learn a whole new area. Got to shake off that muscle memory and put your brain to use doing something new. So he's going to go take a peek, see what's going on, just try to feel out those platforms. szechuansteve coming down again. Let's see if he can make his way. He's got to start getting consistently to that door. There's a long way to go to redo that trick, and if he can't consistently get to that door, it's gonna be tricky for him to nail that jump. Things are very, very tight. All right, Retrogust in that second room. Timing is a little less tight here, but catching those blocks is a whole other type of timing. It's not going fast; it's going accurately. szechuansteve not quite getting off the ring platform in time and letting the laser blockade his way from getting down to that door. Savvy taking a break. Yagami persisting. Deep in his heart, he knows this level's easy. He just needs to channel his inner easiness. szechuansteve taking another stab at going to the door. Hooks around, boom, he's through. Can't stop, no stopping, gotta make it up over top. Misses the platform, falls down. No new information. That's unfortunate. Yagami also taking a breather. Oh, and we got mirrored screens there with Yagami and Savvy for a second. That was almost frame matched on that ascent there. That was pretty exciting. Give me something to talk about at least. Retrogust still working on catching that block. For people who haven't done a lot of catching falling blocks, that is very frustrating tech to learn. Steve consistently bonking his head on that sand, or on the platform above the sand. As soon as he figures out a good way to get through there, he should be pretty set to get through onto the next room without much hassle. Looks like he's got this hook and the spike jumps fairly under well. Retrogust grabbing that key and then not being able to get to the rest of the level. I don't think he's even tried the UFO hop yet, the very last UFO hop, which is another very tight precision section of this room. Yagami and Savvy, dedicated, working on this climb. One of them will get it. The other one will get skunked, I guess. Life is just an extended Mega Maker level. Life has very few frame-perfect jumps. Alright, szechuansteve making it down around again. His nemesis, the sand block, killing him before he even gets at the door. Yagami going up for another attempt, just missing the curve. Retro Gust, hopping up, just missing the block there. Everyone coming up just a little short on their latest attempts. This level is incredibly, not punishing, but fast-paced. It is tense. You do not have time to breathe with this. As soon as you hop into that portal, it is go. Pedal to the metal. Don't stop, don't blink, don't breathe, don't say hi to your mom, don't do anything. You just go until you get a face full of laser or spike. Alright, szechuansteve heading back down. Getting into the sand, making it around the sand, falling down. He is on the rainbow bridge, making it through the gate. Can he finally get over this? Makes it up, but he didn't have the dash jump, so he didn't have enough momentum. That is progress for Steve, however. Meanwhile, Retrogress grabbing that key, falling a little too fast, not grabbing the platform on the way back. Savvy slowly drowning in a pile of water. Yagami trying to match frames with Savvy one more time, doing this climb. Be really cool if they both got it together now. That's not the thing. Savvy trying to cut that corner very close to save a few frames, and always it looks like he's coming up just a bit short. szechuansteve coming down, getting slapped by that red laser. It's gonna take a moment here. Catch my breath. Once again, I would like to shout out all of our racers here today. Brickman, Davey, szechuansteve, Savvy, Yagami, and Retrogust. Please make sure you guys go out and give them a follow on their respective channels. They all stream Mega Maker. Please go out and say hi to them, give them your levels, and just, you know, generally support them. My name is Gumjaw, and obviously come and follow me. And then we got QC ShallotMussels, the creator of this here level. Give him a follow too. He's usually racing as well. Hopefully next week we will see him on one of these screens. szechuansteve making it through the door again. Heading up to the footholder, finally makes it through. At the water jump, burns his double jump early. This is new information for him, but he didn't see the final teleporter, so he has no idea what he's actually trying to do there. Hopefully the next time he makes it down, he gives a bit of a leap of faith, so he can just fly out, see where that portal is, figure out what he needs to do. I know in these Kaizo levels, sometimes when you make progress, you're like, oh my god, I can't screw it up, but you're pretty much gonna die immediately after you make progress. That's just the nature of Kaizo levels. You got to accept that and try to get as far to the right side of the screen as possible, so you can do some detective work and figure out what is coming up next. Oh, we also have Mr. Mad Dog BattleFrog, who is racing this as well offline. So shoutouts to him. We are keeping track of the Friday night race Kaizo, so I will inform you guys if anyone else finishes before these four right now. All right, we're gonna have a little bit of fun time. Let's temporarily peek over at szechuansteve's audio and see what we can hear. Let me turn off, I guess, Yagami's audio, and we're gonna peek into this. It's very.
How'd I miss that double jump? How'd I miss that? For real?
Well, that's exciting. we're salt hunting now.
Oh man.
There we go. That's
yeah, these like speed levels are the ones that like really screw me up. Where like it's just you got to keep going. It's constant inputs. Not very good at these. Which is exactly what I expected from ShallotMussels.
There we go. An honest, candid admission by szechuansteve. He is still doing good despite his claims that he is not good at them. He is aimed and prepped and primed and ready for third place. We're back on Yagami's audio. Maybe I should properly show that. There we go. Alright, Retro Gus looks like he's getting the key onto that platform. Can he make this loop around? Oh, doesn't quite get it. Looks like we're getting a bit of frame drops from him. Hope that doesn't persist. szechuansteve making it back around to the sand area. Seems like he's conquered. Bonking his head through the gate one more time. Can he do it? Steve. No, well. Rip Steve. Meanwhile, looks like Yagami finally made it up the climb, and he is looking to conquer our third room second checkpoint. You got to get up to that key, hook around, grab that platform. This is, this whole level, to me, seems like it is exactly Yagami's bread and butter. So I have no doubt that he is enjoying this and simultaneously hating it at the same time. I know he's relishing the precision. szechuansteve heading back down. Over the spikes. Through the laser. Not through the laser. Into the laser. Dead by the laser. Savvy. Raging a little bit in the Discord about this laser. He is not the only one. No one likes that laser. That is the tightest laser known to Megaman Maker. Scientists have studied it. They've determined that that is the progenitor laser, the father of all lasers. If you can beat that laser, you can beat any laser. szechuansteve making it to the water again. Long jump, pops it up, bonks his head. Just misses the platform. That is progress. That is the closest he's gone so far. So, we've got Yagami and Retrogust fighting to get through this second screen. It is not too late for either of them to get into this and to catch up to szechuansteve. Everyone has their little bit of... every player has a few things that they just don't jive well with. So all it takes is one of these players to encounter one of those tricks. One of those tricks that they just can't ever do, and for them to waste so much time on it while another player can breeze by. Oil. Oil is one of those tricks where some people just get oil, and other players, they see oil and they'll just reset. Same with Windstorm. Windstorm is another one of those. You either love it or you hate it. Savvy taking another breather. Oh, Retrogust make it to the UFO and standing just a little too long. There is no time to breathe in this Retrogust. We're just gonna let's refresh Retrogust's stream here. Looks like he's having a little bit of lag issues. You gonna give me a Fruit Loops commercial? Oh, we're back in there. Oh.
Something's happening at Kia. So get into a dealership during the Check Us Out Now sales event.
Alright. We don't care about your Kia commercial. Alright. Savvy saying he's going until the 1 hour mark. Oh, I should have a timer on screen. That's what I should definitely have. So for anyone wondering, we're at 7:56 p.m. The level was posted at... The level was posted at exactly 7. So we are coming up on that 1 hour mark. szechuansteve heading through, see if he can make it. He gets over top, makes the jump. Oh, and just gets caught by the foot one more time. suffering the same fate as I think Brickman before him, having his right foot amputated well before its time. Not a way to go. I wish that fate on no one. The left foot, maybe. For anyone trying this for anyone trying this level, you know, later or at home, or maybe even after watching this video on YouTube, the one thing you're going to encounter the most is dropping your dash. There's a lot of one-frame jumps in here, and you got to make sure you start that dash nice and early, and kind of like dash and jump at the same time. If you kind of wait for the visual of the dash, you're probably going to fall off the edge, and it's going to either get whiffed as you know, fall off, and come out as a double jump instead. So you gotta kind of really practice being able to dash and jump at the same time. In my preparations for this, the creator QC, you know, made a bunch of GIFs showing me how he progressed through it, and I'm watching this and I'm going, man, every jump here, you don't see him dash. He's just doing these like Mach 10 jumps everywhere. So it is possible to do these dash jumps with kind of simultaneous input of a dash and a jump, and then you'll just immediately go whoosh. And that's a way to save a lot of time on a lot of these sections, because you get that you're saving milliseconds, which is very important when it comes to these lasers. Alright. Savvy, still working on the ascent. Retrogust and Yagami working on this very, very tricky section. Looks like Retrogust is trying to just practice this UFO. He wants to be able to catch that UFO before it falls. He's just going in there trying to say, hey, what does this feel like? Wants to train his hands to go, hey, do this when we're panicking because of lasers. Savvy, going up, trying to beat the laser. I think at this point, Savvy's goal is to beat the laser and then quit. We'll give him an honorary 4th place. Yagami grabs the key, coming around on the UFO, hooks around, catches a little bit of that red laser to the face, and dies. szechuansteve making it through this very long, very grueling descent section before the long jump, getting caught by the laser and dying. The longer you play this level, the more it begins to wear you down. Your inputs become sluggish, your brain becomes sluggish, and then when you finally make progress, you're still a puddle of mush and you don't do the right inputs, and then you die. You gotta stay sharp. Alright, looks like Savvy is calling it quits. dropping the downvote. Oh, no, there we go. Changing it. Oh, no, giving it a nothing. Giving it a nothing. It's a solid nothing. That's fine. That's fair. Thank you, Savvy, for running the race. Congratulations on your efforts. You provided entertainment to all of us over here. We are down to 3 racers, it looks like, unless Mr. Mad Dog BattleFrog is streaming. If anyone knows what was someone else that is streaming right now this race, please let me know and I can insert them thusly into our race. szechuansteve going around for another attempt at the water jump. He had such a good time there and whiffs the dash jump. Yagami also losing a dash jump. Losing dash jumps is by far the most salt-inducing part of this level. Alright, Savvy in the editor, checking things out. Looks like he's going to put himself past the next checkpoint and give things a go. This will actually be, Savvy's going to spoil the level. Savvy going around fixing the level. Giving it a nice little spice. Meanwhile, we got Yagami and Retrogus still struggling with catching that little green platform and getting their dash off in time. szechuansteve heading down one more time to the Rainbow Bridge, the Bifrost. Beyond that one Rainbow Bridge is Valhalla, also guarded by a bunch of lasers. Alright, so Savvy running the Savvy edit of this level, making it through. Is he going to keep going? Is he going to join Yagami and Retrogus here? Trying to work through the second section. Come on, Savvy, I believe in you. Alright, he's going for it. Maybe. szechuansteve coming up and over that sand. He knows it very intimately at this point. Going through the gate, moving on to the final section. Ooh, oh, I don't know if this is going to be good enough. That was very close. He recovered a couple times, but you don't have a lot of leeway on that last red laser. It is like the boss bass of that little water section. It moves too fast for you to outswim. You got to just go. szechuansteve making his way all the way back. Yagami and Retrogus dying the exact same way simultaneously. Savvy coming around grabbing the key. Is Savvy going to be able to make it past this section before everyone else? Face first into the spikes. That would be impressive, actually. Oh, looks like szechuansteve has made it past the long jump as soon as I turn my attention away. That seems to be the theme for this level. He is into the final area, the boss fight. This is, once again, lead Top Man to his death by bouncing along these doors. Now, while a lot of the platforming is similar to what they've been through, there are still tight laser timers, but now you're bonking your head, so your momentum plays a little differently than what you are used to in the rest of the level. You don't have those nice smooth arcs. You have these kind of abrupt stops as you kind of make contact. And if you jump too soon, you rub up against the left-hand side of those doors, and it kills all your momentum, plummeting you into your death below. Brickman saying he hates this Top Man. Brickman, yeah, you were getting sniped a lot at the very end. I will say that I'm the I did contribute this boss fight to this fight. If you do move fast enough, though, Top Man is not able to hit you. That is unless QC in his recreation moved Top Man slightly to a different side. Maybe he's not starting in the right spot. Looks like he's starting right on the edge there. Should have been fine. I don't think Davey had any issues with him getting sniped by the actual tops themselves. I think all that happened with Davey's, he kept getting like cut off at the last second. Top man would fall right where he needed to jump across those little final spikes. All right, szechuansteve, I think, is analyzing the situation. Maybe he went to go check, see who else is done, if anyone's done yet. He's going through 2. Oh, okay. I think he's got an idea of what's going on. Gotta do a bunch of nice hops. This is not a long section. It is just a... It is a precise section. You gotta get a couple choice bounces. Make sure you're always holding right. Retro Gus looking like he's taking a break. szechuansteve hitting 5 out of the 6 doors. Not quite catching that last one. You've got to drop pretty low in order to be able to bounce up. But not so low as Davey was doing. Davey notably having a hard time catching that 6th door. Always wounding up just a little too low for that last door. szechuansteve on the cusp of 3rd place. Everyone else working their way through the level, making progress. Yagami. Oh, I didn't notice, but Yagami has made it to the next checkpoint. Yagami moving on to our first 2-frame room, or two-screen room. Retrogus taking a break. Savvy is dead. Looks like Steve's practicing just a little bit, trying to figure out how to properly dash off that platform to hit that first door without losing your momentum. There he goes. Looks like he got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just catches that red laser. Once again, 1, 2, drops down. A lot of dead people. Misses the platform, or misses the door, falls down, dies. Retro Gus back in action, trying to complete this 2nd room. He's got to at least do it before Savvy, the cheater that he is. Savvy playing the Savvy edition of this game. I wonder if this level would still be appealing if all the lasers were 1 second increased. Would this become a, like, would this still be a fun but not so crazy level? I wonder. Like, would it be a good Kaizo light? szechuansteve standing at the checkpoint. Moments away, I think he feels fairly safe that there's no one else on his tail. He's taking a moment, shaking off the stress, coming back in. Catches that door, dies. Savvy and Retro Gus pretty much neck and neck working on this room. Yagami trying to perfect that jump. Hasn't figured out the cheese yet. Only Davey has discovered the cheese. The one piece of stinky, smelly cheese left in this level. szechuansteve making it once again to that last door, but jumping way too soon, bonking his head. Sorry about that cough, everybody. szechuansteve catches the 4th door. Gets his momentum halted, falls into that spike. One more time. 1, falls down. Not getting it. Yagami getting his key, moving onward, getting the 2nd key. Oh, he almost discovered the cheese there. I think maybe if he was observant, that might have prodded it into his mind. szechuansteve thirsting for third place. You can see it in his eyes. Can you see it in his eyes? Here, let's see it in his eyes. Look at that. There we go. You can see it right there in his eyes. I can't make this any bigger than that. I was gonna zoom in on his eyes. But yeah, look at that. Pure rage. Clearly. Alright, coming back down. We don't want to... Oh, it looks like he made progress there. Of course we're dicking around when he makes that progress. It seems to be how... That is my curse. The curse of the commentator. As soon as I look away, everybody makes progress. Alright, here we go. So he has seen the final section. I think he knows what he needs to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can he make it? Oh, falls into the pit and gets sniped by those lasers. So close. Victory ripped from his grasp. That is sure to leave a bit of a sting. Gonna throw away a couple lives here, just shaking off that salt. 1, 2, 3. Nope, misses it. Falls down, dies. Yagami making through the first room, going into the second section. Can he... Oh, kind of gets caught in the corner, makes it around, and then falters, getting hit by the laser. Savvy, editing his way through the level. Taking the dev approach. Retro Gust, taking one more attempt at the UFO. Oh, lands on it, but the UFO drops so fast. Getting that escape is very, very difficult. ShallotMussels, 2, 3, dies. Savvy working on that jump. He really wants it. QC saying he's going to show Steve another way to do the boss. Apparently there's another cheesy way that I'm unaware of. Oh, Steve making it to the wall a second time, but not quite fast enough and getting blown up. Savvy taking some creative liberties once more. But he did it! Good job, Savvy. Look at that. Savvy taking 4th place with the editor strats. No one else thought of that. Meanwhile, ShallotMussels, while I'm talking as per normal, makes it through the end and finishes the level. Turn my face away, and they complete the level. Congratulations, ShallotMussels, for locking in 3rd place. Let me, what am I doing here? 1, 2. No, what's happening? Brickman is here in 1st place. We have DaviEu in 2nd place. And there we go. In 3rd place, we have last week's king, King No More, ShallotMussels, whose name is too big for this overlay. Scrunch it down there. Congratulations to our 3 top finishers, Brickman, DaviEu, and ShallotMussels. You guys did a great job. Thank you to Retro Gust, who is still cranking it out. Thank you to Yagami, who is still cranking it out. And Savvy, who is taking the director's cut version of this level. At least he's still trying them. That's what you gotta do. If you can't beat these levels, at least open them up in the editor. Try those tricks. You know, make it happen. Thank you, QC, for the level. Every week, you know, these creators put a lot of time and effort into their levels to make sure it is something cool for the racers to play and for us to watch later on. My name is Gumjaw. This has been a Friday night Kaizo race. We are going to leave you now, and I hope you go to the 3 remaining racers, head over to their channels, give them a shout out, you know, say hey, cheer them on, see if they can finish up. But we are going to end this stream here. If you would like to play this level yourself, you see the level ID in the bottom, 210956. Thank you very much for joining me for this Friday night Kaizo race, and take care, everybody. Good night. Alright, so that's the part that's going to go on YouTube. Now we're going to host somebody. Who should we host? Who we want to host? We going to go see Yagami? Let's raid Yagami. Let's go! Alright, I will see you all there. Take care, everybody.